What's going on, everybody? It's your man Cleveland Terry, and we are at the Reloop booth at NAMM 2024. By the way, I just want to point out that this video, this whole live stream, is sponsored by Hollywood DJ. You guys do work with Hollywood DJ?
Yeah, I remember when I saw him, it was pretty crazy.
There you go.
Experience.
There you go. So this is, if you're looking to buy anything from Reloop or Pioneer or anything else, Hollywood DJ is the place to go. But let's talk a little bit about this new board right here. So this is the Mixtour Pro, the Mixtour Pro. So what, obviously, same one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a kind of an update to your original one, or just a brand new kind of from scratch?
Actually, it's mainly, of course, an upgrade, but it was like kind of not planned at all.
Okay.
So we are so happy that Laidback Luke came up to us,
right,
and asked us for like all our products.
Okay.
And he had like all our products to test, and he was working around with turntables and mixers and all those kind of stuff.
Right.
And then he said, "No, guys, you know what? I want to go with the previous Mixtour on tour, on festivals, and this is the way I want to go." And we said like, okay, that's crazy.
Right.
And he sent us like a video where he showed the whole idea to David Guetta, and I was like, okay, you're serious? Like, it's an entry-level control, and are you serious about?
Right.
But I like this way of thinking, like it's very refreshing.
Okay.
And he said, let's do a product together. And we said, okay, this is the only way that we could do a kind of combination with an artist like that.
Right.
And we understood his vision, and we tried to put everything of what we thought of it inside. So the idea was doing no compromise in terms of quality,
okay,
and build, and like it needs to be solid for professional DJs instead of a setup of $30,000 to use a small guy like this.
Right, exactly.
So basically what my developers always say is like, you can compare it with the Mixon 8 without jog wheel and a pitch fader.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because you have 4-deck control.
Right.
You have 24-bit audio interface. You have a USB-C PD, very powerful power connection.
Okay.
So you can even power through MacBook or iPad or all those kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And you have metal build, top surface metal build, pedals,
okay,
and everything like very solid. It's a bit higher than the previous model.
Right.
We put a lot of colors, and the intelligence of this product is more inside the layering from mapping. So if you get used to it, and I know you like testing stuff.
Yes.
So we have not only shift, we also have another feature, it's mode.
Okay.
So with shift, you can always use a second layer, that's known. Or what is in gray, you can use like this as or white labeled, you can use this layer as using shift.
Oh, I see.
But if you're using mode,
right,
you can use everything where mode is happening. So you see mode on this one, you see mode on this one, you see mode on the load buttons. So you have always a second layer. And why we did a new button is because the layers are dependent on the channel that it's working for. So when I'm pressing mode and pressing holding it,
right,
I can switch between all the pad modes.
Okay.
But if I'm pressing it shortly, it activates that all the 8 buttons are now for my left deck. If I'm pressing on the right, all my 8 buttons are for the right deck.
Okay, gotcha.
If I'm going for split, I have
4 on left, 4 on
four
right.
and right.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you go further, you can press mode and load, and then you are on deck 3.
Right.
And you take mode and load, and you're on deck 4.
Okay.
And this is how then in this how the LEDs change. You can always see that you are on a different channel.
Right, because it's indicating there.
Exactly. You also have a little red light, so you can see it. And this is like what was important to have, like a lot of opportunities how to mix. Furthermore, we used extra neural mix button. So when we're using neural mix, then now I'm let me see. I need to have the right scope. It's classic hardware mode. So now,
Who wouldn't be on Pro?
so DJ Pro is included. So the Pro.
So I'm sorry, when you say it's included, means they don't have to pay the annual membership fee, it's just in the box?
When you plug it, it unlocks Pro and 4X.
Okay.
So both are available inside.
Nice, nice.
And when I now see the controls, you can see I'm using now usual equalizer, and if I'm pressing Neuromix, then I'm controlling Neuromix controls.
Gotcha. And it's just a one-tap button there.
Yeah, one-tap button, and you can use it on all 4 channels.
I like that.
And furthermore, the FX section is like you have, you know, the typical pedal style, how it works.
Right.
So I activate the effect. I can adjust the parameter of the beat by pressing here, and the intensity here.
Gotcha.
And here you have what is a bit different is like we have this in-out X button.
Okay.
So basically, from the CDJs, you know, you have the manual loop, so you go input. So if you start a loop, you go in, out, or exit.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now you do everything with one button. So
that actually makes sense.
You go in, out,
and then the exit. That's actually super smart.
And actually, this was an idea from Reloop, and it is very simple to think about it.
Right.
But I said, like, maybe I'm gonna use now manual loop again, because actually I use always auto loop and I'm always happy with it.
Right.
But I'm gonna use it again because with the new opportunities of very precise beat gridding in DJ, I can really rely on my quantize.
Yes.
And then I'm always fine when I use the manual loop.
Yes, yes. So, and this is strictly for DJ.
Now it's strictly for DJ. Well, for all our DJ products in the past, we always supported the DJ products with virtual DJ as well.
Right.
But it's not included. So if you use it, they're gonna make a mapping anyway.
I see. Okay. And then as far as the, because I assume
on the connections.
Oh, it's RCA out.
So RCA out. USB-C for your power plug, and USB-C for connecting your iPhone, iPad, or MacBook.
And I'm just curious, will it power off of an iPad? Is this bi-directional or is it single?
It's single. It's single for one device only.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Bob. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Well, this was important for us. For us, was the build quality that you can really feel that it's not the Mixtour entry controller anymore. So now you can see that it's a bit advanced. We also did a new bag for it, so it's safe that you have like a small bag with you.
Okay.
That you can have everything in your box for your gig anywhere.
Right.
And what I really believe this is going to be also used to is not only festivals like Layback Loop, but I think also of radio stations.
Yeah.
TV show people, they have a lot of stuff around and they need a small device to control music.
Right.
And not only that, I think everyone that doesn't have a booth where he needs to present that he is DJing with turntables or doing it for the art, it works pretty well. So you can really rely on the features and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, and then we have the quarter-inch only out. Oh, it's a mini. Okay, it's a mini jack. Gotcha. And then as far as I see the price is $4.99.
Yeah.
Okay, it comes with DJ. I do like that.
Yeah.
And then I mean it's so weird when they're so straightforward. It's just like, here you go. Now, as far as using any type of outside controller, like let's see if somebody did want to pull in some Rain 12s, is that even a possibility?
Well, with me, actually, this is a good question, especially to DJ.
Right.
Because from my knowledge, I had some rumors. So please don't tell my boss. I heard rumors that now like 12 or Phase is going to be compatible with DJ in future.
Gotcha.
If they're going to be able to do this, of course, you could use it as a MIDI controller.
Right. Maybe just put a little USB hub in and you're done.
And I like the idea because I'm also turntablist, so I'm waiting for having the opportunity.
Right.
But from the designer, for the first perspective, we didn't put inputs, outputs. This would have made the product bigger.
Right.
And
more expensive.
Yeah, and more expensive, of course. And especially now that we already did not so many compromises and we reach a pretty high price from what we maybe customers from us are used to.
Yeah.
But we tried really to give solid quality to the audio and don't do any kind of like a beginner controller by accident gets famous in the DJ or the festival scene.
Right.
Laidback Luke likes to compare it to like saying, okay, we have a 30,000 setup CDJs and now I have a $500 controller but I have quality, you know? So I understand this kind of point, but
well, his argument is basically it's not the gear that defines you as a DJ.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I understand.
Well, yeah.
You know, but that's Laidback Luke. He is who he is. I'm not here to judge him.
No.
So okay, well, great. $500. It's a nice weight on it. I like the pads. I like the pads. That's actually good.
You have on the back the opportunity to place the pads on top of it. So it's really also the back can be a lifter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Depending on where and how you want to use it.
And as far as your fader, what's in here?
The same faders that we used for the Mixtour 8.
Gotcha.
They were all already in advance and from the previous Mixtour or the previous Mixtour 4.
Okay.
So they're pretty solid. So
I didn't have a problem with the Mixtour 8 faders. It's a good fader. Okay. Well, I think I have enough. I'm sure you guys are going to send me one at some point so I can test it. We can't all be Mojacks, but I should at least be able to test it, right?
What? Hello, I'm Nick, and I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Yeah.
But Cleveland knows he always reaches out to me when people don't send him gear. And for real, we are based in Germany, and we always doing our best to get all our reviewers with gear. The product, and I have to say it's going to be released like available this summer.
Okay.
So we took the opportunity to have the NAMM show as a presenting with Laidback Luke and all those opportunities.
Right.
But we know that the product is going to be released later.
Okay.
But so far from our impressions in the development part, we are having a good feeling that everything that we now are having planned, we're going to reach it.
Perfect.
So that's the idea.
All right. Well, give a shout out to Nick for taking the time. I know it's loud. I appreciate you guys for even doing it, but at some point we're going to test out this guy right here. It's a good looking device. I like the weight. It feels beefy, but compact. So that's a good thing.
I think from the pictures, it's not that you can really get into it. You need to feel it and test it so that you see what we're talking about, like price point.
Right.
Because of course it's not a Mixtour anymore. It's a Mixtour Pro, and you can feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you, pal.
I appreciate you too.
All right, Nick from Reloop. Appreciate him. It's a good product. I like the starting point for it. I think it has potential. I like it. It's a DJ only algorithm DJ dedicated controller, because that's one of the issues with it. There's not even though it works with everything, you got to start having dedicated stuff. It just works better when you have something dedicated. Also, I don't love that it's RCA out. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a misstep. I think they should have at least gone maybe 1/4 inch. But it is what it is. The materials, everything is good. It's nice and weighty. It definitely feels pro, but it has potential. I was just telling Nick before, kind of offline, that at a certain point, it's fine to announce something and then say it's going to be available in the summer, but then you have to deliver. You have to deliver, because that's what happened last time when the Mixtour 8 came out. It came out, people were like, oh, that's dope. It's for my iPad and everything, and then it was delayed. And then it was delayed and delayed and delayed. So by the time people got it, they were already on to other things. So that's my biggest issue with Reloop. I understand they're a small company, but if they want to see true success, they gotta get this stuff out on time.